Focus on the journey, not the destination. Joy is found not in finishing an activity, but in doing it. Jai Hind and a very good morning, very good afternoon to Mr. Sumit Singh Chauhan, our MD, Dr. Jai Singh, all the faculty members and my dear friends. I am Mimansha, MC for today's session. Welcome you all to this orientation program of Batch 23-25. Now, I take this opportunity to introduce Mr. Sumit Singh Chauhan. Sir, may I have your permission to proceed? Thank you, sir. Sir is an alumnus of Batch 2005-2007 of IIEBM. Sir is an experienced procurement professional currently working at Randstad NV as a global IT procurement. With a strong background in HR, IT services, and telecom infrastructure industries, he has successfully served global customers in various sectors including aerospace, telecom, financial services, HR, automobile, retail, customer packaged good, and manufacturing. Sir possesses valuable skills in channel relationships and alliances, business partnering, category and demand management, strategic procurement, stakeholder management, sales and customer relationship management. In addition to this, the professional achievements, Sir is also a passionate blood donor since 2002, actively contributing to the well-being of others. Sir, I request you to please guide the batch with your words of wisdom. Over to you, sir.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, sir. Maja nahi aaya kuch. That's you guys are the, I should say, the Generation Z or Gen Z or Generation Z. So the enthusiasm has to be too much. Okay. So whatever she said, I think everybody understands bit of Hindi to some extent. Or any challenges? So मैं बीच में I will switch on. Okay. Whatever she said, I do that. There's so many LinkedIn profiles, so sometimes you have to market yourself. जितना कुछ उस पे होता है वो सच नहीं होता है. Whatever is there on the LinkedIn. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Sumit Singh Chauhan. I am a human being, a husband, a father. That's what I am. And whatever is there, she has already told about LinkedIn. So blah blah blah. So as of now, I'm working for Randstad NV in IT procurement. So I work in the IT procurement, looking for managing the global procurement. So they call me expert. So I don't know why they give me designation of expert, but yes, they have given me the expert. So I'm a global IT procurement expert. Joined Randstad 7-8 months back. So I'm still new to that environment, different culture. And for your consumption, Randstad is world's largest HR services organization. So which means every year we provide jobs to thousands and thousands of people across the globe. India is one of our big operating companies, but Randstad we provide jobs not on a permanent basis or a long term. Majority of our business is through the short-term employment, which is, we are the masters of that. So that is Randstad. Before that, I'm living in Netherlands. So before that, I was working with one of India's largest global system integrator and IT services company called HCL Technologies. So I worked there for 11 years, lived in UK through them, then moved to Netherlands. So that, and before HCL, I was working for an Indian company in Gurgaon. That was Acme Telepower Limited. They were into pure play telco infrastructure, and before that it was Hunter Telecom, which was acquired by Acme, again the infrastructure. So I am into procurement for last 15 years. I did my majors in finance. Procurement was not anywhere within my radars, okay. But somehow, when I joined Hunter as a MT, they were in need of people, and they said, oh, you were MTs, come and help us for a couple of months. I was on a loan from one department to other for 3-4 months, and somehow I liked working there, and I moved from no finance, nothing, pure play into the procurement. Okay, so that's all about my professional background. I am from the 2005-7 batch. The first batch which started from this building. Okay, so 17 years, yeah. And I am today visiting college after exactly 15 years. I should say 14 years, 11 months and a couple of days because we had our induction in 2008 and yeah, meeting Jay sir again after 15 years. Yeah, last time I had a conversation with him in 2017 when you were in UK, or 2018 when he was in UK. So just a phone conversation and not of the much, but yes, still in contact. I still liking the IIEBM page on the LinkedIn. I'm a follower of that. I still follow whatever he's posting, whatever sessions are going on, and good to see that our institute is growing every day. So that's nice. And what else? I've not prepared any PPTs. I want to keep this session, in fact, not in my radar to give any lecture. I'm thanks to Jay sir that he's given me this opportunity to speak to you guys, the Gen Z. I'm a bit scared of Gen Z. And again, good to see that I'm being stalked on LinkedIn last night by a lot of you guys. So still, let's see that, okay, you're in 40s and still people are stalking you on LinkedIn. So nice to have that stuff. So kuch nahi prepare kiya. I'll just give you what my experience was in this college. The 2 years I spent here, moving from a different part of India to here, and then working in the corporate world, lived in the other parts of the world, how the culture is there, how the culture is here, what we are as Indians, or how people think of us, and how the other people are, and how all that stuff. So that's किसी को कुछ भी problem, कुछ भी पूछना हो. It will be interactive session. हाँ, most of the time I will talk. So, but still you can stop me. So, as I said, I joined the MBA batch of 2005 and 7, and that time it rained a lot in this part of India. Lot means a lot. The rivers are flowing left, right, center, and this whatever seeing you this area today is completely different. 17 years back it was all barren. This building was there in this whole area. It was all green in around. There was a proper Bhumkar Chowk. There was no subway or flyover, something like that. It was a different scenario. And in so I am from Himachal. And while I was thinking to do MBA, I've selected Pune because I want to explore something new. I'm from the north part of India. I've lived there, born up there, so I know how the culture, all that stuff to some extent. So I want to explore something different. Okay, and Pune, whether you know or not, but I think you should, that Pune is known as the Oxford of East because of the education institutions, the exposure, all that stuff. So I said, okay, I don't want to. I had option to do MBA there in north part of India, but I had, okay, I'll go out, I'll learn something new, I'll experience something new to enhance my own, horizon or a knowledge or a wisdom, whatever you want to say. So that's why I selected Pune. So a different culture, because we are a country, but we are not like a country. So we are the way United States is, it's called United States because it's 51 states are united. Our country is also like this. We are 28 states, and every state had its own language, food, whatever it is. In fact, language keeps on changing every 10-15 kilometers, food habits. So we are again a union with the people from different ethnic grounds, different religion, caste, culture, whatever you want to say. So again, it's not easy to come together. Now you guys are here. You are more like a family. You have to take care of each other. Because some of you may be out of your homes for a first time. Some of you may for a habituals who are out from 9th, 10th or +1, +2. So you are in a new place, a new world. Some of you are from this state, center of India, northeast, south India. So now it's an amalgamation of people from different culture, different background, different states. So now you are a family. You have to help each other. You have to take care of each other. Then only, and you will make a lifelong friends in next 2 years. I know the friends which you have in the school days are the one which will be with us for a longer duration of time, but still you will make a lifelong friends while you guys are here. So all the best to you for the next 2 years. Okay, and I wish you best of luck. बाकी तो क्या बोलूं यार, अब तुम हो generation Z. You have access to information on a very large scale. When we were doing MBAs, the internet was, it's like, I don't know whether you remember that ad of Idea used to have an ad about internet. Abhishek Bachchan used to do it. It's like loading, which means it's keep on loading. So we from that phase, it's that globe keep on evolving for a long time. Okay, we used to get task a day before and we have to do it. No data, no information, no internet, no smartphones. Okay, and still we used to do it. You guys are lucky enough. You have information thanks to whether Mr. Modi or Mukesh Ambani and China and other, that you have access to this type of information. But yes, we were lucky that time as well that our campus was the first campus in the whole region which has the Wi-Fi access. So in that sense, we had a good IT lab and we had the Wi-Fi, first campus with a free Wi-Fi. So we used to access data to some extent, whatever is available. And now you all are doing an MBA, you are selected, your parents must be proud. You are also proud, okay, we'll try to do something different. But MBA doesn't mean that your life is sorted. You will get a very good job. You don't have to work hard. You will earn lakhs and lakhs of rupees and you will get a cabin in your office. You have to just sit in an AC room and do your job. No, it's not like that. Most of the students have that kind of perception. Yes, when we also had that perception. But the real world is real cruel and brutal. Nobody cares from where you come. So इस बात को ध्यान रख लो कि अगली जिंदगी जो है, कोई भी जिंदगी आसान नहीं होती है. Okay, you plan something different. You see, okay, it's a straight path, but in reality, it's never. It's ups and downs, and these ups and downs keep us motivated. They keep us moving ahead. So you have to work a lot in these 2 years as well as after that as well, because getting a degree of MBA doesn't guarantee you anything. Even the people from the IIMs and IITs don't excel well in their life. Okay, at one instance they can get a good job. They have the entry point. They are first in the gate to get inside. But inside, if they're not performing good, company doesn't care whether you are from IIM or Harvard or IIT or somewhere else. If you are delivering results, you are good. If you are not, there is nothing is free in this corporate world. It's like if you are giving me something, company is good for you. Company doesn't care whether you have worked there 15 years, 20 years. If results are not coming up, you're boomed. So don't have that perception that MBA ho gaya, jindagi sorted hai. Never. Keep learning, keep growing. Okay, that's the only not a mantra, but based upon my experience. Okay, I am not any mentor or your life coach or some other type of guru. I am just telling you from my own experience. हमारी घिसाई होती थी, हमें बुरा लगता था कि यार क्या हो रहा है, ठीक है? But that paid at a later stage. Okay, I don't know, sir. Do they have that morning exercise, which was started? We remember at 6 a.m. in the morning, we used to go for a jog, and our hostel was there at the Bhumkar Basti right at there. That hostel is no more available, and most of us were ready, but there was still, every class has those kind of usual suspects who are a bit lazy or take their own time. And I remember you came at the hostel, or you came at the hostel and see a lot of boys are still roaming here and there, and we were just all waiting. And one of our good friend, he used to smoke. Okay, so we are all adults, so I can talk about smoking, so not a concern. So and he was like, he took a puff and he saw Jaisar at his front door, and he was so he was okay. So that we used to hate that. यार सुबह एक तो पहले शाम को 4-5 बजे तक कॉलेज में ऐसे हो रही, उसके अगले दिन उसको असाइनमेंट्स भी मिल रही है करने को, फिर सुबह उठ के मॉर्निंग वॉक भी करो. बट दोज थिंग्स रियली हेल्प. वो अभी अजीब लगता है, तुम लगे नहीं यार क्या हो गया. बट देखो, मैं सिर्फ अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर रहा हूँ. आई एम नॉट आस्किंग यू टू डू दैट. यू विल लर्न ऑन योर ओन वे. और हमेशा जो यंग जनरेशन होती है वो अपने से अगले वालों की नहीं सुनती है. इट्स अ नॉर्मल फिनोमिनन. सो आई डोंट एक्सपेक्ट दैट वट एवर आई एम सेइंग यू विल ऑनर. और जिस एज में आप लोग हो यू विल से ठीक है यार आया था कोई लेक्चर दे गया बता गया विल सी. That's totally up to you. So what I'm saying is from my own experience. So the journey started from here. So my corporate journey or whatever I am as of now, I'm thankful to my institute. Okay, the 2 years I spent there, we learned. कभी लड़ाई भी हुई, टीचर से आर्ग्यूमेंट भी हुआ, कभी हमें ये भी पसंद नहीं आते थे, ये काम देते हैं क्या यार क्यों हमारी ऐसे कर रहे हो, छोड़ दो. ओके, आई डोंट नो हाउ स्ट्रिक्ट ही इज इन दिस क्लास, बट in our time he used to be, I can't say how you are dealing with them, but but I can see yes, he's more friendly as of now. In our time, no. So in his class it's pin drop silence means if pin drop, even if a pin falls on the floor he can easily make it out. And and he used to always, most of the usual suspects used to caught, because he used to ask, oh, whatever I taught you the last week or the last session, then as usual human tendency, nobody gives a damn shit, whatever teacher has taught us, okay, we'll see. And he used to call the usual suspects. Okay, there were a couple of them. Banu was also. So, but as I said again, you guys are lucky enough and privileged that you have access to information. The institute has grown a lot in these 15-17 years as compared to whatever we have in the institute. So you are in a good hands. Again, it's again up to you how you want to take it, and it will be your own efforts, your own hard work. Institute teachers, they are just a source, or I should say they are a catalyst, or they are aggregators who can guide you, who can help you. But again, whatever you want to do, it's all up to you. अगर मेहनत नहीं करोगे, टीचर तो बता, देखो यार, प्रोफेसर को फर्क नहीं पड़ता, हाँ पड़ता है. Every professor wants their kid, their students to do good in life. Okay, but still, in the end, professor is getting his salary at the end of month, or a week, or whatever. Okay, you guys have put your own money, so you need to get a return out of it. प्रोफेसर की सैलरी है, they have institute, इनको तुमने पैसे दे दिए, इनका काम हो गया है. Okay, but he'll be happy. Our institute, we as alumni, we feel proud whenever institute do good. We feel proud when students from our institute get placed in a multinational corporations or the big brands. That's the only thing that motivates him, Karla Marwa, and the other faculty members, that students are doing good, institute is doing good, we are getting recognized across the world. These are the main things which matter for these guys. Okay, otherwise, if it's not just a matter of money, they have, okay, they have different businesses they can do. So it's not, it's the what they want to bring to the next generation. That's why they're running an institute. Okay, it's not just a purpose of a money that okay they want to earn money and it's a good amount of money. No, there's a different motivation factor behind that. Okay, Colonel Marwa, he was retired colonel, different, but still he wants to do something for the society and the students also. That's why they started institute. Otherwise, life after getting retired from the army is pretty good. All the stuff, you don't need to do anything, even pension can take care of you, all that stuff, but still he wants to, so that's why. So now it's up to you how you want to grab that opportunity. Otherwise, अपना पैसा है, parents का पैसा है, जिसका भी है वो गया. You have paid and you will pay next year as well, but you have to get a return out of it. Okay, and ये बाकी सब छोटी चीज़ होती है कि कॉलेज में ज़्यादा देर पढ़ाई करने पड़ रही है, खाना अच्छा नहीं मिल रहा है, गर्मी लग रही है, ट्रैवल करना पड़ रहा है. It's part and parcel of life. Nobody, even people who join the multinational corporations, they also have to do the same stuff. ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी ने IIM से MBA कर ली सभी तो उसको AC कैबिन ही मिलेगा. It's not. उनको भी सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग, जब तक बंदा सड़क पे नहीं आएगा, he will not gonna earn anything in life. You search for any of the, whether the CEOs or any senior vice presidents or any CIOs, chief information officers or HROs, anything from any company, सबने नीचे से शुरुआत की होगी. Even if they have worked from the IITs or IIMs, whatever it is, but still they have start from the scratch, because unless and until you don't have the experience, you can get a job for, okay, you can inflate your CV, you are good at marketing or something good, but if you're not able to perform, then everybody can make it out, okay, he's just more of a bluff, so not going to work. So hard work is the key to success. किस्मत होती है, किस्मत plays a important role. Everybody hard work सभी करते हैं, लेकिन everybody your kismat has a big role to play as well. But first of all, the hard work you need to do. That's the most important thing. और excuse me for a words, लेकिन घिसाई करोगे, वही कहता है ना एक हिंदी में कि जितना मसाला हम डिश में डालेंगे टेस्ट तभी आएगा. So it's masala means you whatever spices you need to put in a dish, then only it means you have to put your efforts. So jitna hum log hard, and hard work pays at any stage, and it can take a time. Okay, somebody can get a success very easily, somebody get a success late. Example, Barack Obama, who was the two-time president of United States of America, he got retired at his late 40s or early 50s. Okay, he is almost दो बार प्रेसिडेंट बन गया. नेक्स्ट टाइम ही कैन नॉट बी ए प्रेसिडेंट बिकॉज यूएस डजंट allow more than 2 times a person to be president. Donald Trump, most of people don't like him. Okay, he became a president at 70s. So ऐसा नहीं है कि सबका अपना एक टाइम होता है. So लेकिन both have put their efforts, both have worked hard in one way or other way. लेकिन the hard work has paid to them. So but the time is different. So like somebody can get a success at, somebody can be a senior exec after 5 years from MBA, somebody will become after 10 years or 15 years. But if you are working continuously, you are putting your efforts continuously, you will definitely get. That's why hard work never goes in a vain. And keep learning, keep reading. कुछ भी पढ़ो यार, you have access to information like anything. You have blogs, you have podcast, you have information, you have data, you have internet. पढ़ी हुई कोई भी चीज कभी बेकार नहीं जाती है. Nobody can take your knowledge. You चाहे कुछ नहीं यार, फिल्म फेयर ही पढ़ लो. I don't know whether film fair is still in the market or not, but you will get some level of information. You will came to know something different, what's happening around you, and you have to keep yourself updated. Okay, as of now, we are in a very competitive world, especially in India. We are 1.4 billion. We have surpassed China as well. So the one of the Darwin's principle, that survival of the fittest. In our country, there are so much people, and I should say educated, experienced, okay, intelligent, that there's always that Darwin's principle, survival of fittest, that you have to be fit, then only you can survive. Otherwise, there are thousands after you who can take your job. So that's why you have to keep yourself updating. Even if you're doing a job, learn something new, go for some different certifications, whatever you want to, something more than your regular job, then only you can accelerate. Okay, if you're doing a good job in a job, okay, say you have a targets, you have fulfilled all your targets. At a time of your appraisal cycle, company will say, I did all my, whatever you asked me to do, I did all. I need a promotion, I need a better increment. But the company will say, what extra you did? Okay, that was your job. You are getting a salary every month for this one. But what extra you did as compared to others, so that we can say, yes, he is capable of getting a promotion. He is capable of getting an increment of 10-50%. This is how the real game starts in the job. वो पहले एक बार, और कंपनी जो एक बार ऑफर लेटर मिलता है ना, उसके बाद कंपनी कुछ नहीं बोलती है, it's done. So you have to keep excelling yourself, make yourself differentiate from the other. हाँ, लेकिन वो गलत तरीके से नहीं कि be in an ethical way. You have to do more than your job, then only मिलेगा. Otherwise HR, बाहर की दुनिया बहुत गंदी है. You are still in a protective world as of now. मैं तुम्हें डरा नहीं रहा हूँ, हकीकत बता रहा हूँ. Okay, some of you may have worked as well, so those guys are well experienced how it works outside. इस जो इतना कुछ मैंने भी ज्ञान बांटा, इसके ऊपर कुछ सवाल, कुछ डाउट, कुछ पूछना हो तो you guys are most welcome. ज्यादा डर के क्या? Okay, you are good. How many of you are from the technology background? Can you raise your hands? Okay. From humanities, arts and humanities? Okay. From the business or the commerce stream? Oh, here the real juice is. Okay. Thank you. How many of you are with a work experience of whatever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months? Okay. Much better than ours. So, how you are feeling as of now in the institute? भूल जाओ ये यहाँ पे बैठे हुए हैं. Okay. So, I'll tell you about how we started. In fact, that time we had 2 floors. Yes, we had 2 floors. Mine was on the first floor, left side was my classroom. Sahyadri was the name, if I'm not wrong. That is now a different. Jay sir also used to sit on the same floor, and it was a terror for us that our class is also there and he's also there. So we has to be in our limits before we got caught. So from you guys are must be hearing a lot about so many things, what's happening in the corporate world as of now, and India is going through that same phase the way we are. So can you say what is the latest buzz in the corporate across the world? It's not just talking, which are the, you can give me a reference of 3, 4 such practices or new things which are coming in the market, which you say, yes, those are the, so can you say which is the, give me some insights. Okay, one is AI, other, sorry, Chat GPT. This is what you said, something different. So that is again AI, but other than AI, AI is one. Okay, that's part of a bigger picture. बहुत पुराना है, 10 साल पीछे. It's emerging, it's growing, it's doing a lot. Yeah, I burnt a lot of money in blockchain. So, so what else? Digitalization, machine learning, or good, thanks to COVID. One lady was also there. She raised her hand. Something else? Yes, ma'am. Okay, that's the geopolitical situation and from business perspective as well. Good. What else?
Jane, sir, currently 3D printing is going on. Indian Army just built one house from 3D printing. AR/VR technologies are coming to the corporate, and third is currently Toyota is testing a hydrogen vehicle, which will be, I think, pollute 0% emission. I think so.
Okay. So it's all technology. I think there's one just hybrid working was different than technology, but technology को यहाँ पे यार 10% लोग हैं, 15 बाकी लोग तो what else from technology? Company says a lot about this these days. Every company, LinkedIn articles, other way, something like this. And due to COVID as well, yeah, sorry, please sit. Due to COVID and also there are a lot of others which people talk a lot. Yes?
Sir, it's startup boom.
Okay. Yes, please. Yes, Mr. Agrawal. The money man.
Jain sir, Abhinav Agarwal. Sir, globalization. The projects were going global, and as we see before, the company was on Indian projects. Now the projects, the MNCs and corporates are more focusing on global projects. I want to say, and another buzz is cloud computing.
Okay, yaar, sorry. I am
Achha.
quite a straightforward. Okay, sometimes I'm brutal as well, and I'm living in a country, Netherlands. I like that country because I'm also like that. They are literally upfront. There's no connection between here and here. जो यहाँ पे सीधे मुंह पे, and we as Indian feel कि they are disrespecting us, but they're not. They give you honest feedback whether you like it or not like. They said that I'm honest with you, it's good for you. So
Thank
a
you,
long
sir.
time to go.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Cloud computing is in the market from last 7 to 8 years. Okay. ग्लोबलाइजेशन भैया बहुत टाइम से चल रही है. TCS 1970 से बाहर काम कर रहा है. ठीक है, तो लीव अपार्ट दैट. AI, yes, the latest buzz. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry is talking about this. A lot on LinkedIn. Nobody is really sure what it's going to do. It's more of a hype. Yes, it will do a lot. It will help us, but there's a more hype that it will take a job, it will do that. It's not going to happen that way. LinkedIn पे whatever posts you were saying, it's most of them. हर कोई अपनी दुकान चला रहा है. सबको अपनी देखो. It's all an algorithm which works. Okay, everybody wants their post to be seen. Everybody wants their profile to be liked. Everybody wants them to be heard, to be looked. They want to sell their business. Okay, so LinkedIn is it's not like that, but how I feel, it's my own. Don't quote me anywhere, otherwise bloody I will get screwed by them. So LinkedIn is it's a Facebook of a corporate world as of now. It is not like them. Everybody is a leader. There is a no tail. Everybody is a head, but that head doesn't have any tail. It's a leader. I do that, blah blah blah. So yes, AI, yes, the future of technology, it will be there, but it's not going to take anybody's job. Yes, it can take some level of job, but it's not like कि 50 लाख नौकरी चलेगी इतने लोग. Yes, it will make life bit easier. Okay, lot of, and it's we cannot keep it loose. So a lot of governance will gonna keep into picture. Okay, governments across the world are making framework what it should do, and again it will need somebody to work. When computers came, there was a buzz that buddy, it will take everybody's job. We will jobless. No, nothing. Still, we are doing. Again, we are opening. We are again doing a lot. Cloud computing. When he said a reference of cloud computing. So cloud computing, most of you, few of you may know, but okay, how it works is, cloud computing means a cloud, what that cloud is. So a big company or any corporation which needs IT systems. So okay, today we have 300. Tomorrow if we become 3,000 or say 5,000 after a couple of years, we are running so many, all this is working, we have laptops, computers. So which means a lot of it data is there. Okay, we store that data in a storage. Okay, that is called the computer storage, or we store a server. Okay, you must have heard about server. So server is a small, there's a limitation to store a data on a server. For that thing, you need a storage. Okay, but where are you going to put all those devices? You built a data center. Okay, you put all those devices in a data center to store your data. Okay, so that once when you have a need, you can get access to the data. And it's the data in today's world, which is everybody likes to keep data. The fight today around is data. I'll come later on the data. So to store that data, you built a data center. So data center, you put your server, storage, all that stuff. You have to get an internet connection so that machines can talk to each other. You get to your the network connectivity so that anywhere data can be accessed. Okay, that is a data center. You need to put a data. So when the cloud computing came into picture, it was like, they said, okay, they'll say, Mr. J. Marva, you have an institute, you are running institute. It's not your bread and butter to have your own data center. Okay, you leave this data center, we will provide you a data center, we'll take care of all your data on our servers and storages. So which means J sir is least bothered about how many servers, storages, or the IT department, how many servers, storage we need to put into a data center. You will say, this is my usage, these are number of computers I'm managing, and these company will calculate what amount of storage data you need, and they will host your data in their own environment. So which means from your own, from private data centers, you are moving towards cloud. So that was the cloud computing. So when cloud computing came, it was said that the data centers will vanish from the market. You don't need a job. I was into IT procurement, so my job was also better. Okay, you will, all our customers moving to your cloud. You will not gonna buy those server storage. No, it's nothing like that happened. Okay, data centers are still doing good. Yes, their market has declined, but their market was acquired by the companies who are providing cloud computing like AWS, Microsoft, which is Azure, Google Cloud. So they needed data centers to put the data from where they will need. So they use the service of the existing data center providers, but for us it was a cloud. So no, cloud providers are still doing good. It's again that now they are not hosting directly with the customer, they are through some other partner. So but still it's there. So it has changed the landscape. In a similar way, AI will change the landscape. It will not take our jobs. Yes, it will make jobs a bit easier, or in case if some jobs have become redundant, then the person can be put on a different aspect, different job, so that his skills, his knowledge can be utilized in a much better way. For example, last week I was reading, last week of view, that Harvard University is using the AI for the professors or their lecturers. Okay, but it was, the buzzword was like this. Okay, Harvard is using the AI and for their classroom class, all that stuff. But when I read the article, it was not like that. It was said that the jobs, or sorry, the work which can be managed and taken care by the AI, only that thing has been managed by them, so that they can utilize those lecturers and professors in a much better way to give guidance and other stuff to the students. But the news was like that Harvard is using the AI, but that it was projected in a very wrong way. But in actually, they're doing good. They said, okay, if a professor is educated, why he should spend his time to guide students? Hey, you have to go to that way. This is how you collect your laptop. This is how you're going to access. This is your syllabus, all that stuff. They said, okay, that thing can be done by AI or a chatbot. We will use the skills of professors so that in a different way, so you can educate kids and them, or the students. Sorry, I am into kids because I am a father of 2 little kids, so my life is all around kids and kids. So that's why instead of students, I am using the word kids. So the professor and teacher can use their skills in a much better way to educate the students or provide them guidance. So this is how. So AI is not going to change anywhere. Yeah, it will take some jobs of the market, but that person has to elevate himself. That's why I said that you have to keep elevating yourself. Otherwise, technology or the landscape in our country, we have a pool of a talent. We are the service industry of the world. We are not yet the manufacturing, but we are the service industry of the world. Everybody looks at, so you have to keep excelling, keep doing. So on to my question, you said AI, technology, there was just the hybrid ways of working thanks to COVID. It's that everybody is looking after hybrid ways of working. Have you ever heard about DEI or DE and I? No? Okay. ESG? No? Okay, good. So, अरे कुछ नहीं हुआ, no worries. शायद मेरे को ज़्यादा पता है, it's okay. टेंशन मत लो, don't get disheartened, कुछ नहीं है. अब मुझे पता है कुछ लोग सुस्ता भी रहे हैं, कुछ को नींद भी आ रही है. हमें भी आती थी यार, कई बार नहीं, हमारे भी झपकी लग जाती थी. सो ओके, सो DEI. As the world is growing and few countries are growing, few are not growing, we are one of the world's largest growing economy thanks to the population we have. It's only due to that we are doing that. So but it's like if somebody is growing, there is a growing, but only a certain set of people are getting acknowledged. They are growing, they are doing a job, all that stuff. So DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. 3, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Diversity is here, all states in one city, which is in the west part of India. Okay, so that is a diversity. Okay, people from different. So diversity means providing equal opportunities to all the people. Okay, and this is a big thing happening in every industry, every market. These are the key parameters for every CEO, CHRO, CFO, all these guys to look after that. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Diversity means different. Equity means providing equal opportunities for everyone irrespective of his ethnic background, his caste, his color, his creed, his physical ability, whatever it is. That is called equity. There's a difference between equity and equality. It's almost, they're the same, but there's a difference between equity and equality. Example, equality, there are three, a man, a woman, a kid. Equality means you have provided an excess of, you say cycling is the way forward here. You're given these cycles to everybody. Okay, so you have provided them cycles, but the cycles are not as per each person's need. बच्चे को भी उतनी बड़ी साइकिल दे दी. Women has got the same cycle. That is from a, okay, I said I provide equality, I provide a cycle to everybody. So now whether they are able to use that cycle or not, that is different. So that comes the equity, which means equal opportunities, a different cycle for a man, a different for a woman, and a small cycle for a kid, so that they all three can ride their cycle or on a road. That is called equity. Okay. Inclusion, diversity, equity, inclusion. Inclusion means everybody has a say in a room or in a team. Your ideas are getting heard, listened, and accepted. So it means ऐसा नहीं है कि यार I'm from here, I can say like from this context, भैया बिहार वाले की बात नहीं सुनेंगे, सिर्फ महाराष्ट्र की बात सुनेंगे, पंजाब वाले की सुनेंगे, हरियाणा वाले की बात नहीं सुनेंगे, चार लोग बैठे तो no. Everybody has an equal say. Your ideas are heard, listened, inclusion, so that you feel part of that group or a class or a family or a company or a team. So these are diversity, equity, inclusion. Padhna bhi, it's the buzzword or it's in the KRAs of every HR officer. Even the CEOs are getting on these aspects, that how stakeholders take a look at that, how company is doing towards diversity, equity, and inclusion. Second one is ESG. EV किसने कहा था? EV, okay, वो उसके अंदर मैं डाल सकता हूँ. That is EV. ESG is, and for this diversity and inclusion, companies are hiring a special team or representatives whose job will be to manage that department and run that function, so that everybody feels equal in the company. ऐसा लगना चाहिए यार, I am from a different part of the world. Like for example, I am working for a European global organization, a Dutch global organization, but they have to make sure that I am being an Indian, my voice is also being heard within my team, within the organization. I should never feel like that I have joined a different organization and it's completely different. There has to be somebody to raise my grievances. They will make a note how it's going to happen. Now it's ESG, which is environment, sustainability, and governance. Okay. Again, people are getting hired for these things like anything. Companies are hiring global leads or a countrywide leads for these roles, and again a separate department has been formed in all the big organizations across the world. How to address ESG? Environment, your EV can come on that. Sustainability, how sustainable we are, whatever the carbon footprint, how are we reducing, can be how good or bad we are doing against in reference to the Paris protocol, okay, how we are doing that. And governance, what are ways of governing, how ethical we are in doing our job. If as a company I am working with the suppliers, are they having any child labor in their factories, how it works? So the governance, are we not, are we working with anybody who has linked to terrorist organization or funding somewhere else? So that comes a part of governance. So ESG, AI, DE and I, ESG, this is something which, so you can look into, okay, you are doing MBA, good enough, but you can make your interest in these things some way, how it can help, or just for a knowledge sake, how it's going to work. So, पढ़ो यार, search करो. There's lot to explore. Lot means lot. दिमाग में बहुत कुछ आ सकता है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Don't underestimate yourself. A brain can manage millions, billions of calculations. It's easy. Computer हम ही ने बनाया हुआ है, उसने हमें नहीं बनाया हुआ है. So keep learning, keep reading, be curious to know क्या हो रहा है. And secondly, जो अखबार में छपता है वो सच नहीं होता है. Whatever is there in the news, somebody has their own agenda and why they want to highlight. So you have to put your own brain to think, okay, why is this that, why is that, okay. ऐसा नहीं सारी न्यूज़ गलत होती है, लेकिन yes, when you are reading something, you have to make sure that, especially the newspaper and the news channel, that okay, whatever they're saying is, what is the relation, why is like that. So and now you are mature enough and you will be entering into your job, so you have to be decisive how it's going to happen. क्या है, क्यों है, सच है, क्योंकि अब पैसा कमाना तो भैया कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा ना. कंपनी पैसा ऐसे नहीं देती है, वो पूछती है, आई एम गिविंग दिस मच ऑफ मनी, व्हाट आर डूइंग फॉर मी. सो यू हैव टू, इसलिए पढ़ो, अपनी नॉलेज एक्सपेंड करो, लर्न. एंड शुड वी और एनी क्वेश्चंस? Anshu Singh.
Sir, as you said, like you take also the specialization of finance. Sir, I am also taking finance as my specialization. So, sir, I have a aim to work in a company like National Stock Exchange, Citibank, HSBC, and Barclays. So, to work in these companies like this, so can you give me the blueprint, or can you give me the in nutshell? Can you explain how to work? Or in a different way, or in a unique way to get selected in these companies after graduating from this institute?
Why only these companies?
Because I read more about these companies on LinkedIn. These companies are very global, and this give me exposure about on a global way, or on a world basis. So that's why I'm choosing this company, sir.
Only these 5-4 or any big financial companies?
So I just said like Barclays and HSBC, Citibank, New York Stock Exchange, or in India you can say that lots of banking companies.
But what is your motivation that you want to just go for these? Are you clear with your need or want or demand?
Yes, sir. Because the one sir is said to me like this is my mentor. Like whenever you go to the companies like global basis, you have to learn very different things. Like there is a lots of people come from different places, like from different countries. They share their experiences for like to grow your career very advancedly. So that's why I'm choosing this company, sir.
Okay. फर्स्टली देखो यार, अभी तुम लोग पढ़ोगे, आई डोंट नो, देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन नीड, वांट एंड डिमांड.
यस.
ओके, डिफरेंस. नीड मार्केटिंग में सर हमने तो मार्केटिंग में पढ़ा था, कुलकर्णी सर, थैंक्स टू हिम. नीड मीन्स आई नीड अ हाउस, दैट इज माई नीड, इट्स माई बेसिक नेसेसिटी. You said you need a job in a, your need is you need a job in a financial company.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I said that I need a 3-bedroom house. Okay, that is my want. Okay, that is my want. I need a 3-bedroom house. Need is I need a house. Want is मेरे को 3 कमरे की चाहिए भैया, मेरी फैमिली बड़ी, I need 3. Now demand, I need a bloody villa. पैसा है नहीं, but I need a villa. So that is the demand. So you have to evaluate what your need is, what your want is, and what your demand is. You are, as of now, you are in a demand phase. That you want to work, but why? What so thing? I know. I've gone through same phase like you, so I'm not disheartening you.
Yes.
हम इसी phase से गुजरे हैं यार, ऐसा नहीं है. बाल सफेद हो गए ठीक है, अलग बात है, लेकिन हम भी ऐसे थे काले बालों वाले कभी भी. So you are influenced by the brands. Yes, these are the big brands: Citibank, Barclays, HSBC, all these. Yes. You need, if you want to, if you are targeting only about these or these companies, you have to keep reading and do a search about these companies, how they work, what kind of a talent they look for, okay?
Yes,
What are their criteria, how it works. You have to do that research as well, so that you can prepare yourself to get a job into those kind of organizations.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is the first thing. Or in case if say after 2 years, no, you're not able to get yourself into these companies, you get into some other companies. Still, if your demand is that yes, you really want to go into these, the big multinational or the financial giants of the world, then you have to keep preparing yourself. Okay, एक नौकरी पकड़ लो and then start working towards your goal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yet sometimes you can crack it in a one go, or if you're not, get another job, okay, and start your preparation for the other as well. Again, pehle you have to evaluate yourself that why you want to go for only these kind of, do you have the right skill set for these companies? Okay, do you know how they work? Do you know what skill set they're looking for? Whether they're looking for their wealth management function or their banking function, all that stuff. You have to see, like Barclays, they don't do retail banking in India.
Yes, sir.
Citibank do to some extent. HSBC, sir, are they in retail banking in India? No. No, they're very niche customers. So the companies you're targeting are already, they're not touching everybody's life. Like Citibank has a retail banking, okay, you can open account there, work there. Barclays, again, not that much, okay, they are the different kind of a, and most of these companies have their back-end operations in our country, or they provide, they're the back-end operation, and secondly, they are into the corporate banking, which means the merger and acquisitions, the corporate accounts and all that stuff. So that's why, so you have to evaluate yourself that, okay, do I have these kind of a skill set, my knowledge is there, and secondly, you have to start preparing. Okay, so ऐसा कोई मंत्रा या कोई ब्लू प्रिंट नहीं है कि इनमें नौकरी लगने के लिए, इट्स नॉट लाइक कि अमेजॉन क्लाउड सर्विस के लिए तुम्हारे 50 क्वेश्चन है, दे विल डू द टेक्निकल इवेल्युएशन, इनमें वैसा कुछ नहीं है. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट कि you have to make your skill set available, because you have to sell yourself there, so you have to see whether your skill set are with their expectation or not. Okay, so you have to read about those companies, you have to research, you have to see how they do interviews, what are all that stuff. You can look for people who are working there, you can go to their profile and see how it's going to work. Okay, you're welcome. Any questions? Any curiosity why I'm living outside, how different the outside world from the India world, because everyone in India wants to go outside. So any cultural, from the culture, sir, we used to have a subject called management. Is it still there? Sir, add as a, it's, so we had a subject called management across culture. बाकी आधी जनता नहीं इस पे ध्यान देती है, but and it's good. We learned that subject at way long back, and I still consider that as one of my favorite subject, because when I moved from here to HCL to a global accounts to UK, then Netherlands and global customers, then we have to understand the different cultures. हम Indians, it's my own experience, भैया कहीं कोट मत करना कि आए थे उन्होंने ऐसा बोल के दिया. We don't consider human as a human. हमारी सबसे बड़ी बात ये है. That's why I said that first I introduced myself, I am a human being. I consider a human as a human. That is the thing we are lacking as of now as a society. It's not just you, me, all these. So management across culture means we have to understand the different culture. We have to take together all the people and work accordingly. I cannot say कि okay, दो लोग आ गए, उन्होंने बोल दिया ठीक है भैया उनके सबसे काम हो गया. We have to understand when you are dealing with somebody else, you have to understand their culture as well. हम Indians क्या करते हैं, हमारा कि वो एक ही एक हार्वेस्टर आ गया, सारी गेहूं एक ही बार में काट दी, रिस्पेक्ट की उसकी जरूरत है कि नहीं है. हम लोग सेम पॉलिसी, सेम प्रोसीजर, सेम वे ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, सेम वे ऑफ वर्किंग, ऐसे नहीं होता है. इवन इन इंडिया, मतलब हमें तो बाहर जाने की जरूरत है. व्हाई इंडिया इज कॉल्ड सब कॉन्टिनेंट? कभी किसी ने सोचा है? वी आर कॉल्ड सब कॉन्टिनेंट. Any answers why we are called a subcontinent? We are just a country, but we are called a subcontinent. Assignment. जिसने LinkedIn पे invite भेजा ना, कल सबसे सवाल आंसर पूछूंगा. Why we are called a subcontinent? So like in India, अब आप लोग यहाँ पे हो, you guys are lucky enough, you have people of different culture. You have to understand other person's culture as well. वो ऐसा क्यों सोच रहा है? Okay, everybody has a different upbringing, different language, different culture, different traditions. Nobody can think in a similar way. So you have to deal according to that culture. In your business, in your job, you have to see, you have to deal with the customer based upon his experience. Like, well, Brits have a different ways of working. Americans have different ways of working. Netherlands different ways of working. Nordic countries like Sweden, Denmark, Finland, they have a different ways of working. But what we Indians do is, no doubt, Indian companies are doing good. HCL is doing good, TCS is doing good, Infi is doing good. But I've seen that हम सब कस्टमर से एक ही तरीके से काम करते हैं, which always doesn't work. You have to understand their culture. You have to talk in their language. कि वो क्यों है. अब मैं ये नहीं बोल सकता मैं तो ऐसे ही करूँगा. No. Then you are out of the game. Once you are rigid and you don't want to change, you are out of the game. You have to be flexible and adaptive. वो बचपन में हिंदी में पढ़ा होगा कि जो पेड़ सीधे खड़े रहते हैं वही सबसे पहले आगे गिरते हैं, जो तूफान आता है, जो झुकते हैं, जो विनम्र होते हैं. सो यू हैव टू बी फ्लेक्सिबल, अडप्टिव, एजाइल. रिजिड होके इट्स नॉट गोना वर्क. रिजिड नोकिया वाज नॉट फ्लेक्सिबल, अडप्टिव, कंपनी गॉन. नोकिया वाज एट द बूम. ब्लैकबेरी, they were the masters. Okay, iPhone was not, still BlackBerry was a BlackBerry, it was a buzz, but they didn't adapt to the new technology or new changes in the world. They have gone. So that's why flexibility and agility is the most important thing that you have to be. So that management across culture is, that was the best subject that Sumant sir was our professor for that, if I'm not wrong. नहीं सर हमारे वो थे. Okay, so and that subject was the management across culture. Yet you have to understand the different culture, the most important thing. Then if you know the other person's culture, you are in a bit comfortable position. Then you can understand him well. Okay, you can understand his demand or a need, whatever he needs from you, and then you can make your business case, whatever, whether you are into HR, marketing, finance, however you to deal with, then you can work more efficiently and effectively. So that was subject. So you have to learn how the management across different cultures. It's the most important thing. We cannot do the same policies, same procedures for people like anything. Now I can say I worked in HCL for 11 years. Okay, 2 years in India, then 5 years in UK, almost 4 is in Netherlands. But HCL is a global organization. TCS is a global organization. Infi is a global organization. But we are Indian, so our DNA or ways of working are still Indian. We are a global, but we don't do that way. Now I am in a different mammoth, which is called Randstad, operating in 40 countries, different cultures, and my ways of working and there is totally different. We as Indian has a tendency to move fast, do work very fast. I am in a world where though it's not like that. Stop, think, decide how it's going to do. They consider the work-life balance as a very critical important thing in life, that how you should evaluate your work and life balance. That okay, हमारे देश में तो भैया it's a different, and I cannot blame this thing. It's how our culture is. हम इतने ज़्यादा कि मैं नहीं करूँगा कोई और कर देगा, different way and different scenario. So it's a culture is, we cannot say it's good or bad. But so now sometimes I get that what I am trying to do here, because their culture is totally different from me, but I am trying to learn, okay, how, and because we as Indians we never say no. अगर हमें नहीं भी आता होगा ना तो भी हम कुछ ना कुछ कि किसी को काम, अरे सर देख लेंगे, हम आपका काम कर देंगे कैसे तैसे. Whereas the other people simply say no. So I also now struggle in my job as well, that I say, my boss say, go. No, it's not your job to take it. I know you have capability to do it, but it's not for you. So हमें थोड़ा सा नो सीखना आना चाहिए. मतलब हाँ, हर बार नो लोगे भैया नौकरी नहीं मिलेगी. हमारे देश में हर चीज को तुम नो बोलोगे तो nobody will. ठीक है, बट यू हैव टू बी, बिकॉज उससे पता क्या होता है, ये कल्चर चेंज आएगा, अभी नहीं, सम टाइम, बिकॉज नाउ वी आर इवॉल्विंग, वी आर फास्टर ग्रोइंग इकोनॉमी, वी हैव टू डू दैट. सो द वेज ऑफ वर्किंग विल ऑल्सो चेंज, बिकॉज हम काम पकड़ लेते हैं ना, फिर हम ढंग से कर नहीं पाते हैं. वी आर नॉट एबल टू डू इन अ प्रॉपर वे और एफिशिएंट वे. सम लूप होल्स कीप लेफ्ट. सो यू हैव टू वैल्यूएट कि कब नो बोलना है, कैसे बोलना है. अपनी औकात सबको पता होती है. एवरीबडी नोज देयर ओन कि मैं कितनी, मेरे में मैं अंबानी बन सकता हूँ या कुछ और, वट एवर इट इज. सो एवरीबडी हैज टू वैल्यूएट देयर ओन स्ट्रेंथ एंड वीकनेस एज वेल, दैट हाउ इट्स गोना वर्क एंड वर्क in that way. So, and you guys in a good institute, good time, you are the Generation Z, you have access to everything. India is growing like anything, ample opportunities. If I say whether our stock market or the opportunities, the infra or the retail or the HR or the manpower, even in the technology, whatever is happening, India is the right place, because तुम्हें लगता होगा नहीं हम ऐसे वैसे नहीं, इंडिया बिकॉज वी आर ए डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री, जितनी फ्रीडम यहाँ पे है ना उतनी दुनिया के किसी कोने में नहीं है. You can still stop your vehicle in the middle of a road and nobody gonna say you anything. Anywhere, highway, कहीं भी आप रोक सकते, कुछ भी साइड में रोक दो, you can do anything. Nobody gonna damn shit. You can't do this thing in other parts of world. We are blessed to be in this country, okay? मैं बाहर हूँ 10 साल से, लेकिन I can still feel the difference that how we are doing it and हमारे कितनी, यार हमारे तो कुछ भी कर लो ना, कहीं पे भी चाय की टपरी लग जाएगी, nobody cares, you can open it, you can do, कहीं पे भी गाड़ी रोक के कुछ भी कर लो, nobody gonna shit, wrong side से आ जाओ, गाड़ी चलते बात कर लो, nobody respect the traffic signal. So it's a, but that's why India में it's still right time, I think time is good, but still there's a lot of opportunities. Only thing is you have to look for the avenues and keep yourself updated, keep learning. Otherwise बहुत है पीछे. लाख हम एक 1.4 billion, almost 20% of the world is 8 billion and we are like this. So use your time effectively. मतलब मैं ये बोल सकता हूँ और कुछ नहीं यार, मैं just I was telling you from your own experience. World is brutal. Okay, even your family members get brutal अगर नौकरी ढंग से नहीं करोगे MBA के बाद. Okay, nobody को जैसे क्या कर रहा है, इतने पैसे लगाए, कुछ तो करो जिंदगी में. Whether it's your parents or a wife or even kids get brutal at one stage. What's happening with you? What are you doing? So you have to make yourself prepared for that as well. Okay, keep learning, keep yourself updating. You have to do something different so that you are seen differently to grow. That's it. Any questions? I am there. And invitation तो मैं देखने किसके हैं वो कल मैं पूछूंगा. Why we are called subcontinent? और खाना नहीं मिल रहा है, गर्मी है, बारिश है, यार ये सब सेकेंडरी हैं. These are all secondary things to see. Facility बन जाएंगे. Firstly, you have to see कि where you are standing. It's easy to put a blame on somebody else. It's very easy, and we Indians have a tendency to blame on anybody very easily. हम तो दूसरे का पल्ला तो दूसरे के नाम पे तो हम ऐसे बिल फाड़ते हैं कि कुछ भी हो जाए, ओके इजी उसने किया था. So ये all these are secondary. That's not a main motive. अगर मेरे को रोटी नहीं मिली तो क्या मैं काम नहीं करूँगा क्या? मुझे कुछ आगे नहीं करना है. That is okay. Food is important for my life, for my body. Okay, I need it. Biologically, I need a food to keep myself in a good condition. But it's not something which stops me for something. यार breakfast एक दिन नहीं किया कुछ नहीं होगा. Lunch late हो गया, nothing gonna happen. It's okay. लेट पहुंचे, बारिश होगी, भीग गए, होते हैं, घर से बाहर निकलते तो ये सब चीजें लगती है कि ठीक है, बट दीज आर ऑल टेम्पररी. ओके, एंड दीज आर ऑल सेकेंडरी. फर्स्ट इज हाउ यू वांना सर्वाइव इन दिस रियल वर्ल्ड एंड दिस ब्रूटल वर्ल्ड. दैट्स द मेन थिंग. सो थोड़ा डरा दिए मैंने, लेकिन इधर डरने की बात नहीं है. इट्स थिंग्स विल ऑलवेज फॉल इन अ प्लेस. यू हैव टू बी पेशेंट. ओके, ऐसा, एंड डोंट बी इम्पेशेंट. थिंग्स, but you have to be patient, you have to be focused, you have to be clear, whatever I am doing is right. और गलतियां सबसे होती हैं, मैंने भी बहुत की हैं in my corporate world. मैं 2 बार नौकरी छोड़ी है मैंने किसी और नौकरी के. so shit happens, okay, but you have to learn क्यों हुई ऐसा, क्या हुआ, और गलती करो, एक्सेप्ट भी करो. गलती करी है, ओके, मैंने गलती करी, आई एम अ फूल, मैंने गलती करी, लेकिन हाउ टू सॉल्व दैट, व्हाट नेक्स्ट. लाइक जब तुम नौकरी करोगे, बहुत सिचुएशन है सामने वाला तुम्हारे पे ब्लेम करेगा, तुमने गलती कर दी, एवरीबडी लुक फॉर ऑप्शन कि तुम गलती करो, हम तुम्हें गड्ढे में डालें. दिस इज हाउ द कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड इज. एवरीबडी लुक्स फॉर अपॉर्चुनिटी कि इसने गलती करी, मैं इसको पकड़ के, ओके, गलती करी, ओके, एक्सेप्ट, मैंने गलती करी, लेकिन तुम क्यों नहीं मुझको सुधार सकते थे. यू कैन आस्क, मैंने गलती, ओके, आई एग्री, आई एम एट फॉल्ट, आई एम अ फूल, आई डिड अ मिस्टेक, बट व्हाट वर यू डूइंग, व्हाई वर यू स्लीपिंग ऑन इट, यू कुड हैव टेकन अ डिफरेंट वे. ओके, अब हो गई, नाउ हाउ टू रिजॉल्व इट, how to get in a better way, how to improve it, how we should make sure that it doesn't happen next time. So गलतियां सबसे होती हैं, it's, and सबसे बड़ी होता है कि how to accept it. वो इंसान नहीं कर पाता. It's a human nature कि मैं अपनी गलती क्यों accept करूं. But you have to, अगर आप जितनी जल्दी accept करोगे, it's good for you in a long run. That's the all I can say, and thanks to you guys for listening me patiently. कुछ को नींद आ रही है, जमाइयां मार रहे हैं, it's okay, no worries. हम भी करते थे. So, any questions? बोर हो गए सर सारे. Do study on ESG and DEI. इंडिया में भी ये चीज होने वाली है. And on the AI, Indian government is also doing its own principles on it, and it's more important. कई बार आपको लगता होगा सरकार ऐसे क्यों करती है, वैसे क्यों करती है, ये चैलेंज है, वो चैलेंज है, ये बंद है. we are the world's fastest growing economy. We are 1.4 billion people. The world should listen to us. Nobody can dictate terms on us. We are an economy. They have to sell their goods. We can provide it. Okay. It's not like my way or highway. कोई आएगा मेरे ऐसे काम करूँगा. अब हम उस पोजीशन में नहीं है. हम पहले में नहीं थे, लेकिन हमारे में वो था नहीं कि हम बोलें. ओंकारा मूवी देखी ना सबने? उसमें था सैफ अली खान से पूछता है वो, तो हाउ इट इज. सो नाउ वी कैन से, एंड ये हमारे पास पहले से सिचुएशन थी कि वी ऑलवेज, बट वी वर सो पोलाइट. अतिथि देवो भव का लोगों ने भी मिसयूज किया और हमने भी, हम ज्यादा ही कर गए. तो बट वी आर a faster growing economy. People come to us even in the AI. I was reading yesterday that even for the AI, some 5 lakh jobs will gonna come up in this. They have to train people because Western world में भैया लोग नहीं है. They need people to work for them, and basically they need donkeys to work for them. The still situation, but now we are situation हम नहीं भैया ऐसे नहीं होगा. You have to listen to us as well. We are growing. So Indian government किसको लगता है कि यार AI में सरकार ने बैन कर दिए. They are good because it's an open technology as of now. They have to, we have our own data governance, like European Union has a GDPR. Okay, US is very open. It's the money making machine country, they don't, but our country is also doing. So you have to be patient, and whatever government is planning to safeguard the people, and it's how whether the India-US relation, somebody said from here, India-US relation. Yeah, it's a geopolitical thing which keeps on changing. Again, it's a symbiotic relation. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. It's all the business where they have their own interests. And again, in the corporate world or the world, they're always not, but in the politics or the geopolitical situation, it's always permanent interest. There are not permanent friends or enemies, but your interests are always permanent. Today, US is with us because they have to counter China. That's why they're with us. But when you don't remember when the Kargil war happened, you guys some are born or not, or that time India asked for a GPS from US, and US refused to give it to us. We don't have the GPS access at that time, and US literally refused us that we will not give a gift, because that time they were friend with our neighbors. So now they need us due to the China concept. So the geopolitical situation keeps on changing based on the permanent interest of each country. हाँ, हमारा भी इंटरेस्ट है कि भैया मेरे को सामान बेचना है, मेरे को धंधा चाहिए, because so far we are a service industry. Now we want to become a manufacturing industry, and we are countering. So that's why. So geopolitical situation keeps on changing, but it's good if you keep an eye on that how it evolves. That especially for if people are looking for the HR thing, then how your hiring, recruitment on a global companies work, how it works, the war between Russia, Ukraine, China, which has stopped companies, the global Indian companies to do a job there, recruit people there, work with the partners who are not there. So it's just keep on doing, and whatever is happening in the West or the developed world is not always correct. We are world's oldest civilization. We have our own ways. We have learned from them. So ये मैं सोचना कि हम हर बार गधे हैं जो हम करते हैं वो ठीक नहीं होता. It's not like that. Everybody has their own perspective, ways of doing work and all that stuff. So we are, or you have to be super rich that only the other countries can listen to you. और if you have to, देखो यार सेठ जो होता गांव वाले उसी के सुनते हैं ना, सेठ के पास पावर पैसा सब कुछ है. We were not in that situation. In order to India become a superpower, we need to have a money so that we can dictate. Why China is dictating everything? Because they have the money. They give loans to people. US dictate, they have the money. They have everything. So the geopolitical situation काफी अलग है. जिसको इंटरेस्ट हो वो पढ़ सकता है. लेकिन जितना थोड़ा भी तुम दूर रहो, तो अभी 2 साल का कुछ और ही ध्यान है. It's keep on doing. Do research on ESG and DEI. DEI is something which every Indian company is also looking for. DEI, ESG, AI is something like ChatGPT, chatbot. It's different. So thanks guys. Thanks a lot.
He's been very gracious. He said, "Sir, I'm coming to India. These are the dates, and I'd like to come to my campus." So he's come from abroad. He's specially taken time out to just come and visit his institution, to come and address or interact with the new batch. So this is the kind of bonding that's there, which I'm very grateful for. So it's not me inviting. I was honored that he has come. It is he himself who said, "I'm coming to India." There was no need to. He could have quietly come to India, Pune, done his work and gone back. So I wouldn't have even got a wind of it. But it is very gracious of him to specially take time out. And I'm telling you, you people are the next gen. You will not have time for all these things. These are certain values or principles that were there in the older generations. He's just come back to his institution. For nothing that I can give him, he's accomplished and he's at a very good position. But it's his bonding or the relationship with this institution, with the profs who were there. It's brought him back. Wonderful. I'm very proud of you. And I must say, you people are a fortunate lot because their batches didn't have alumni who were global. So when their batches were there, it was in the initial years. So that we didn't have alumni coming from different parts of the world and addressing the batches. You people are fortunate to get a different perspective from your alumni who are placed globally. They had Amazon guy address them yesterday. So again, he's into recruitment. So Abhishek Kore. So you are very fortunate lot because you're at a stage, as they say, India is at a very good stage. Your time now in this institution is when your alumni have all evolved. They're at very, very key positions. But again, they will also respect you people if you regard the values of their institutions also. Because they are bound to this institute by a relationship, by the culture, by the values. So let me thank you. I'm
Thankful to
honored
you.
and very happy. And
It's my pleasure.
Unlike your book reviews, you were a sixer today. It
We
was
had
outstanding.
the book reviews, Karna Marwa ke Wednesday. Okay. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It was me. Okay, so sometime I got used to caught by him. Okay, I was always a good student. I got an award for the discipline and all that stuff as well. So I was not there. But somehow I used to, it's fortunately, it was me and some 4 others with me. 2 or 3 were like that, we don't care kind of attitude. So book, we don't have a book. Somehow we got a one. We go to on for get all the photocopies and all that stuff. We divided these many sessions. Wednesday, internet was like, and even if you got internet, buddy, it keeps on loading and loading content and thing. The floppy pen drives were way too expensive. Even some MBs of pen drive used to cost you 2,000 to 3,000 rupees. So we used to that floppies like that. Any computer can have virus and you store everything and you put in a computer and your hard work has gone. We said, no, we'll do. And then we have to prepare a PPT as well. Okay, book review sessions, Wednesday, शाम को. जवानों, तैयार हो जाओ, Friday को session है. No internet, nothing. भागे, bike, hardly 1 or 2 people, 10 seater में यहाँ से बैठ के on जाना, photo set करना, रात को बैठे, next day college भी सब कुछ करके, and then yeah, we were successful. We were the first one who got caught by Karla Marwa. Then they were there. But yeah, it was good because in the job, you cannot predict what's going to come next. And as of now, the way, due to the great resignation, you must have heard that people have left the jobs, left, right, center and all that stuff. COVID had an impact on all. But still, job market is good. But it's bad as well, and it's good in just in a one aspect. Mainly the technology was really good where people have, due to the niche skills and all that stuff, they need it. But job market is still, it's in a struggling. So you cannot expect ki how it's gonna work that way. So you have to get ready ki, haan, डरा नहीं रहा हूँ यार, बता रहा हूँ कि you have to get ready कि okay, something unfortunate can happen. So and you have to ready, okay, ऐसा कुछ है तो what, how we're gonna deal with the situation. So हमारे पे तो कई बार और भी कुछ इंसान में नहीं मतलब गिरती थी कई बार कि कल को कुछ भी करके देना है, you have to do it. So on these you learn teamwork because 4 अनजान लोग इकट्ठे हो गए, you have to, क्योंकि कंपनी में नौकरी में वही होगा भैया, किसी के साथ भी you have to be sit together, provide a solution, get the job done, irrespective of the leadership doesn't care whether you are friend with him or not. They only want the work to be done. 4 अलग लोग मिल गए, you need teamwork, how to socialize, how to understand other people. So it prepares you from the stuff which is more important than your, not more but as important as your basic education, because it's required. Your social skills are as much required. That's why everybody is on the Instagram and all that stuff. So it's good, and keep doing hard working, learning. अपनी knowledge जितनी बढ़ा सकते हो बढ़ाओ. मतलब I love to learn something new. देखा आज मैंने आते थे टैक्सी में सर बिरयानी के बारे में, there was a podcast for going on the biryani, from here it started, so that was learning for me. So कुछ भी यार, अखबार भी पढ़ लोगे ना, या अखबार पढ़ना तो most important, but I think I don't know how you guys, but the generation India is not lacking to read the newspaper. Nobody, कुछ बोलो फोन है ना, फोन पे देख लूँगा. So that's but the real feel of reading a newspaper is you get engrossed into that. Okay, this you concentrate. Phone pay, we don't concentrate on reading a news. So all the best, guys. You are in a good hands. You are in a good time. Sometimes your time can be bad as well, but don't lose hope. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in institute, and that's it I can say. बाकी खुश रहो, मस्त रहो. Be humble. Most important. Be humble with everybody. Be a human. That's it. आपका काम नहीं, आपका टाइम नहीं है, आएगा कभी तो यार. अपनी तरफ से अच्छा करो. Don't do something. Don't harm anybody unnecessarily. That's the main thing. Treat human as a human, which is lacking in our country. So that's the most. Treat human as a human. अपने से नीचे वाले से तमीज से बात करो. That's the most important thing. We don't treat रिक्शे वाले को, we treat like a bloody animal. टैक्सी वाला, whosoever it is, जो घर काम करने आता है, we don't treat them like humans. But after all, they are also humans. The only thing is they are not educated. They have to do that work. But है तो वो इंसान ही. So be humble. Be human. That's the most important thing. Human being के कपड़े मत खरीदो, but be human. I am not saying that do for. I'm not asking you to do a charity. Only thing is be human. That's it. So thanks, guys. Thank you. It was pleasure.
We would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for conducting this incredible and enlightening session. And as advised by you, sir, we will prepare for the outside world. We'll be united as one and upgrade our skills. It is evident that we all had enjoyed the session, and your experience was invaluable for us, sir. We sincerely appreciate your invaluable insights and eagerly look forward for your next visit to our campus, sir. Thank you, sir.